Thank you for joining today's seminar. I'm Sumitaka, Kanno. I'm CEO of HeartCore Enterprise Inc. So I'm very honored to speak you today. It doesn't. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's get started. So here is my background. I'm Japanese. I'm very Oh.
예, 굿. 투 마이크.
Okay. Two mic? Oh, okay.
오케이.
Okay. I'm sorry. So my background is very unique. When I junior high school, I start to make a computer by myself. I use 8080 from Intel. That was very tiny venture company at that time. So I'm many experience about this area. And once I graduate my university, I became a pilot because of Tom Cruise. Unfortunately or fortunately, I watched a Top Gun movie, the first one, in my university. That was amazing one. So I want to be a pilot. So I joined and I became a pilot. After that, I make a big boom in snowboard in Japan. And I established my own company, HeartCore. And when in 2021, I decided to become public in Nasdaq. Because in Japanese stock exchange rule, it's very strict and it's very, it's not unique, but it takes a long time. So I decided to become a public company in Nasdaq in 2021. At that time, only one Japanese company listed in Nasdaq. However, over 200 Chinese companies get listed in Nasdaq in the same time. What's a big difference? Because of the information. There are many fake news. So somebody told me it takes more than 2 years. No, actually less than 1 year. And another guy told me it costs 5 million to 7 million US. It's crazy amount. It's almost impossible to invest 5 to 7 million just for the IPO. So nobody wants to become public in Nasdaq from Japan. However, the accurate information is quite different. That's why I decided to write a book, this. This is how to become Nasdaq, even a tiny company. So this is a bestseller in Amazon Japan. And so I create big boom, Nasdaq public boom in Japan. Before we get listed in Nasdaq, only one Japanese company. But now, roughly about 20 company listed in Nasdaq, and we expect another 30 Japanese company try to get listed in Nasdaq. So I'm honored to create Nasdaq boom in Japan. So I live in San Francisco Bay Area at this moment. So this is a Korean IPO number. Unfortunately, not so big number, only average it's 80 annually. Only 80 companies can get listed in Korea Stock Exchange. However, this is a Nasdaq and NYSE. In 2021, this is a big number. Only in Nasdaq, 753 companies listed in Nasdaq in 2021. And NYSE, 273, including a SPAC company. However, it's a big number. The totally over 1,000 companies can get listed. Okay, and the getting down, significant get down in 2022 and 2023. However, it's less than 200 company can become public in Nasdaq and NYSE. So what the comparison, Korean stock exchange market and US stock exchange market is a significant difference between these markets. And also, it's raising capital. It's also a big difference because this is a Korean stock exchange market. So there are 3 different categories. And then NYSE Nasdaq has couple different categories. For example, Nasdaq has global select market, global, and capital market. However, the big difference is only one market. The 3 different criteria. However, only one market Nasdaq has. The very healthy rules they have because if the company, for example, it's out of the criteria for listing, for example, below to $1 share price, so go to OTC market automatically and keep to trade. So there are no bad things for the shareholders. So and finally go to pink seat, still on public, but it's a tiny cap table. So however, it's on still public. So that is a big change between big difference between the Korean and U.S. stock exchange. Okay, and when you decide to become public in Korea stock exchange, it takes a minimum 2 to 3 years. That is a minimum. It's a very, very long way. So this is almost same in Japan. It takes more than 3 years in Japan. It's a very, very tough work. It's however, in US, this is Korean. So this is N4, N3, N2, start N2 and N-1 application. However, this is a US stock exchange. So when you decide to become Nasdaq or NYSE, it takes minimum 6 months. 6 months. It's a half year. It's very, very quick. However, typically it takes 9 months or 1 year. However, this is ideal. It's 6 months. And you need to engage with underwriter and lawyers and also auditors. That is a minimum requirement. So today we have all specialists. So this is the U.S. stock exchange. Once you decide to become US public in U.S. stock exchange, you select underwriter, the legal counsel, and the auditors, and also create a proposal that is F1 or S1 registration statement, and filing to SEC, and get approval from SEC, FINRA, and Nasdaq. Finally, you become public in Nasdaq or NYSE. So you need to get a 2 years audit. However, so typically it takes 3 to 4 months. That is a minimum requirement. So 2 years audit, it takes only 3 or 4 months. It's very quick. So this is a comparison in Japan, United States, and Korea. Korea and Japan almost same, more than 2 years. In Korea, requirement is 3 fiscal years. However, it's 2 years in Japan, US. They also underwriter review, SEC confirmation, and Nasdaq confirmation, US stock exchange required. They take 6 to 9 months. And you can raise 20 million to, this is a long number, I'm sorry, this is a typo. 20 million to 30 million US, you can raise money. It's an average. And in Korea, it's about 4 million to 10 US, 10 million US. So it's a big difference. So this is a breakdown of how difference between the US and Korean market. Okay, so and this is a Japanese Tokyo Stock Exchange number. This is Nasdaq number and NYSE number. Totally 5,000 in Nasdaq and NYSE. However, there are many stock market in United States, include the OTC and the legal market, regional market. I'm sorry, regional market in US. So and the market is huge in United States, as you know. So what's a big difference between Korea here? It's a tiny market in Korea. So we strongly recommend if you need to raise more money. So I recommend to becoming U.S. stock exchange. So when you decide to go public in U.S. stock exchange, you have 4 different ways. The one is IPO, initial public offering. This is same way in Korea. However, in United States, there are another 3 ways. It's a reverse merger. It's recently WeWork used this way, reverse merger, and get listed in Nasdaq. And previously, the Microsoft and the Burger King used this way, reverse merger. And we have another way, the direct listing. So it's a big company, and no need to raise money at the IPO. So they choose direct listing and the SPAC. SPAC means the de-SPAC. SPAC is it's like a empty company. There are no business, and acquire the business company and go public. So it's recently it's the easiest way to use a SPAC. However, IPO also still effective. So this is an overview how different it's a traditional IPO, the direct listing, and the SPAC. So maybe you can download, I'm not sure, but you can download or get this slide. So why we recommend Nasdaq listing? Because of period, it's very short, only 9 to 6 months. This is the ideal one. So less than 1 year, and can raise more money. I'm sorry, this is Japanese yen, but you can raise at least 50 million. And also, it's a market cap. It's become bigger than Korean stock exchange. That is, we strongly recommend to get listed in Nasdaq, and you can have its U.S. presence and the global presence also. So, do you know the public company in Malaysia? Do you know the public company is Cambodia? I don't think so. Nobody knows about that. It's the same way. In a globally, nobody knows public company in Korea. Especially it's except Hyundai or Samsung, the very well-known company. However, most of venture company, nobody knows. However, when you get listed in Nasdaq, everybody knows your company. Okay, so we are providing a consulting service to a Japanese company. Fortunately, we engaged 18 customers at this moment, and many of them already start trade. So we provide full consulting service to Japan, and also we start Korea. So Nasdaq listing is like it's in a deep forest or in a maze. It's very, very difficult to find the right way to get listed. However, we provide good consulting. So we support with very experienced and listing experienced. So we provide the best way to Nasdaq listing. So HeartCore provide listing experience because we are public trading company, and with support experience. We have 18 customers, and 5 of them already start trade. So we have enough experience about this area, and we are bridging gap and differences. So there are big difference because for the audit issues, so it's a quite difference between U.S. market and Korea. So we adjust gap and difference, and also steadily managing process and providing partial advice. So that is also important for the get listing in Nasdaq. And our strength of our service is it's a two ways. So bridging divisions, vertical, and also we know the Korean law and the tax, Korean tax law, and the U.S. law and the U.S. GAAP. So we know the difference. And we also providing project management and also practical advice. That's the most important for the Korean venture companies. And also we provide specific service. Specific service. So we assigned US CPA and Korean CPA. Also, we are now arranging that. And we try to help to finish audit with shortened time. It takes probably 6 to 4 months. And we also create support for creating F1 or S1 registration statement for the SEC and Nasdaq. And also we bring in some investor from Korea and Japan and the United States for the IPO. The SEC filing document preparation support also important, and the due diligence support, and also roadshow support too. We provide full services to your companies. And what's the benefit of listing on Nasdaq? So short time listing, this is very important because if you run the IT companies, the AI changed the world recently. So you need to use AI, of course, but 1 year ago, 2 years ago, no AIs at that time. So it's a big change. So once you decide to get listed in Korea, 3 years ago, there are no AIs. So it's a very traditional way to create, for example, the document, images, or presentations, something. However, it's nowadays use AI, so it's easy to create that. So big change for this. So short time listing is very important for the venture company and the scale fundraise. So typically Nasdaq, if you get listed in Nasdaq, you can raise 15 million US. That's a good number between US Korean market. So scale fundraising, after you get listed, you can raise additional money. Transaction, e-lock transaction. After 1 year, you can use ATM. There are many ways to increase your or scale fundraise and global expansion. Once you want to acquire the outside Korea company, for example, you want to acquire a Singapore company, you want to acquire a Malaysian company, you want to acquire a Japanese company, that's easy because everybody knows you have global expansion. So that's a big benefit for listing on Nasdaq. And also, this is a significant short-term time required for listing. So this is US. It's 6 to 9 months, and the Korea, it takes more than 3 years. So that's a big difference. And also, I'm sorry, this is Japanese. However, this is a large scale fundraise, so you can raise money in United States and bring in Japanese as foreign investor from your IPO at your IPOs. And also acceleration global expansion. So more than 5 times market capitalization. So this is Tokyo Stock Exchange, and this is the US. It's almost the same as Korea, a little bit less than Tokyo Stock Exchange. However, that's a big difference in between the US and Korea. So if you need to raise more money, I strongly recommend to get listed in Nasdaq. Okay, toward Nasdaq listing. So once you decide to start this process, you need to hire the underwriter. Today, Deborah joined. So Deborah, they take my deal many. So how many? 1, 2, 4, maybe 4. And counsel. So today it's Hunter Talman joined today's session. The audit firm BDO today joined. So we prepare all these groups. So it's easy to discuss with them today. And after that, so all team work together and help you to get listed in Nasdaq or NYSE. It takes ideally 6 months, but actually less than 1 year. So most hard point is audit, finish audit. So it's a very difficult to finish audit with shortened time. However, we try to help you. And also cleared SEC, clear Nasdaq. Raise capital from Korea and US. We also help you. And, this is cost of listing in United States. Unfortunately, the US is very, very expensive. For example, I use my lawyers. It's not Hunter Taffman. They provide a very cheap price. But I use my lawyers. Sometimes somebody sue us, and we need to protect, so we need to hire. So lawyers' cost is extremely high. When I use my lawyers, so hourly charge is 2,000 US. When you want to reply your email, it takes 2 hours. They charge 4,000 US. It's crazy. Finish one issue costs about 10,000, more than 10,000. Typically, it's about 50. It's crazy. So unfortunately, United States fees is very, very expensive. However, we assigned price. Hunter Taffman, they agreed to the fixed price underwriting. I'm sorry, it's about this. Oh, it's a Wi-Fi. Okay, so they provide a fixed price for the Korean company, and also we assigned audit firm, and also there are underwriter here. So we can provide you fixed prices of these areas. So it's easy to find how much do you need. So it's approximately it's less than 2 million US. Not so expensive. Once you get listed, you can raise 15 million, but the expense is 2 million. That's good money. And D&O insurance. D&O is a director and officer insurance. It's also expensive. When I get listed, D&O, NYSE, no, NYSE, it's a SEC and the Nasdaq request 2.5 million D&O insurance. It costs about 500,000 annual just for the insurance. It's a crazy amount, but they required, so we paid it. So D&O insurance is also very, very expensive. So Nasdaq and FINRA cost is not so expensive, only less than 100,000, include both. And this is a system required for US listing. You need audit, and you need due diligence, everything here. So you can check after these seminars. I have another 5 minutes. So this is my client, how much they spent and how much they take time. So this is a Sierra Technology. They finished 7 months, get listed. We finished 6 months. And the Pixidas, it finished 9 months, and it's very quick. And this is the structure of get listed in Nasdaq or NYSE. So CEO and management and the CFO is most important for this transaction. So and we provide consulting service. So we assign many staff for all your companies. And so I don't need to explain this one, okay? This is a cost structure of US listing. I already explained you. So estimate quote, okay, this is not so good. So most important is Nasdaq frequently change rules. And unfortunately, some of them is unwritten rule they have. So we can provide you to find a way based on experience. So if do the written rule, somebody always, Japanese, my clients always ask me, where is this rule? Unfortunately, this is not written rules, but actually they have a rule. And also, Nasdaq has many different examiners. Some examiner is good. Another examiner, unfortunately, not good. So unfortunately, you get the bad examiner. So you need to find a good way to fix the solutions. So there are many different rules at this moment. So you need to ask lawyer, you need to ask underwriter on this seminar. Okay, this is estimate cost for us. So we typically charge 500,000 upfront fee. So, and benefit of engaging our services. So we provide full services. You don't need to hire any staff for the IPO. And audit, we assign the CPA and the US GAAP consultant to your company, and also we translation into English from Korean, and also we provide full experience and low cost. So this is our benefit. So after this seminar, I bring in some books for you. So if you need this book, unfortunately, this is a Japanese book, but you can use AI for translation of these books, or you need to ask anything about IPOs. So please free to ask me. So thank you very much.